Hi, this is Peter, and I'm going to show you how to troubleshoot your continuous ink system with a reset button. When customers get this type of system, what they don't realize is that it's really important to put the cartridges all down in one place and make sure all the chips, since they're interconnected, make sure the chips are making proper contact to the printer. If it doesn't make proper contact, they're going to get an error message that indicates that either one, cartridges cannot be recognized, or two, cartridges are incompatible with this printer. I'm working on an Artisan 50 right now, and this yellow light right here indicates that particular message. So it shows that the cartridges aren't properly installed correctly. So I'm going to press this ink button, and the cartridge carriage is going to move in a proper place so I can go ahead and remove it. Depending on whichever printer model you're using, you just follow your owner's manual to remove your cartridges. See, as I press each one, it's moving to every single color to indicate that I can't recognize any of those colors. Now I could actually remove the cartridges. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the cartridges, as so. And once again, since the chip, it's all one big piece, as so, it has to be set down as one big piece. And these little plastic arms right here act as a mechanism to help lock these cartridges into place. So I'm going to go ahead and reinstall these. First off, I know these chips are clean, but just in case, it's good to get a napkin and rubbing alcohol and wipe the face of these chips and focus on the gold contacts. And then go ahead and just air dry it too. So we just ensure that the chips are clean. But I know for a fact that these chips are clean. So I'm going to go ahead and put these cartridges back in. And see, if you notice, I'm using my right hand and I'm pressing down on the cartridges. It seems like it's seating down in a place, but it's not making that click sound. These little plastic arms are supposed to make a click sound. So I'm going to use my right hand and press down on top of the cartridges, just focusing on this section right here. And I'm going to use my free hand, and I'm actually going to help these little latches lock into place by pushing away from me. So I'm going to go ahead and press this. See, you hear that? That was a click, and you got to do that for each one. See? These clicked into place, and now I'm just going to do one more last push and one more last touch on these plastic arms. Be careful when you touch on these plastic arms. You could easily snap these off. So now that these are all locked into place, I'm going to go ahead and press the ink drop button so the printer can start charging up the printer. I mean, the cartridges can be recognized and the printer can start charging up the printers. As the printer is charging up the cartridges, another thing to keep in mind is make sure that your ink tank reservoirs are sitting on the same surface as your printer. Never ever elevate these cartridges, these reservoirs higher, or else gravity will pull on the ink and it'll just leak into your printer. As the cartridges are charging, a thing that I want to explain is how the reset button works. On Epson printers, there's an internal page counter which helps determine what how much ink you have in your cartridges. So if you were to go to the store and you were to purchase original cartridges, there's a page limit, like 500 pages, for example. So as the more black pages you print, the ink levels are going to go down to 0% according to your ink status monitor. If you want to see your ink status monitor, I'll show you how to do that on your computer. You click on the start button, you go to your control panel. Actually, on mine I have devices and printers, so I'll just go straight there. But normally you can locate your printers from your control panel. And right here I'll see my Artisan 50, which is the one I have. I'll right click it. If I right click it, I'll go to printing preferences, and you see my ink levels are all at 100%. But if you went to the store and bought original cartridges, if you print 500 pages and this is based on the 500 page limit, the ink levels go down to 0%. When it goes down to 0% and you're using a continuous ink system with a reset button, you're going to get an error message that says cartridges cannot be recognized. When you encounter that, it means you just have to go through the reset procedure, which is basically what you have to do is press the ink button, and then there your cartridge carriage is going to move into the park position, like so. What you're going to go ahead and do is pinch this reset button and hold it for 5 seconds. Be sure to support it from the back, because this chipset is flimsy, so you don't want to snap this off. So you support it from the back and pinch it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let go. This actually replicates you removing the cartridges and putting it back down. So after you do that, you press the ink button one more time, and it's going to go ahead and recognize as that. It's going to go ahead and reset that black ink level. However, please understand that you could only reset the ink levels when once each individual color reaches 0%. You can't arbitrarily reset the ink levels whenever you want. So if yellow is at 50% and you say, hey, let's go ahead and go through the reset procedure and reset yellow back to 100%, you can't do that. You have to wait till the printer actually goes down to 0%.